What is a Blue Raider? It's a question MTSU students have been asking for decades, and the answer is difficult to describe.
At the time, Colgate College was a national power in football. This is in the 30s. And their nickname were the Red Raiders. Well, our school colors were already the Blue Raiders, so he just substituted.
The history of that substitution can get fuzzy, though, because back in the 1970s,
on the James Union building, there was a big metallic medallion, and I'm pretty sure it was for Nathan Bedford Forrest.
And this connection to Forrest takes a much larger step back in time.
Starting in about the late 1930s, we had a president here named Q.M. Smith, and he wanted to attach the identity of the university to the Confederacy.
We still have remnants of that time, such as a depiction of a lynching in the 1931 MTSU yearbook. But as MTSU grew, so did its love for the Confederacy. It all came to a head in 1961 when Nathan Bedford Forrest became the school's official mascot.
They had a Confederate soldier dressed up in Civil War garb.
According to Dr. Martin, Forrest had been a loved figure in Murfreesboro since the Civil War. It was during that time that the city became occupied by the Union. Citizens were about to be executed for their Confederate ties, but then
he came into, I think it was July, he came and raided and basically defeated and drove the Union Army out at that time.
So that's where we get the Raider part. But what about the Blue Raider? Well,
Middle Tennessee Normal School, which what it was originally called, had already adopted the blue color. And then in terms of this icon of Nathan Bedford Forrest, they just sort of fused those two together in 1961.
Of course, times have changed, and for the most part, the university no longer looks at the Blue Raider and what it stood for in the same context. Now, its origin story and meaning goes back much farther, according to voice of the Raiders, Chip Walters.
The Blue Raider is a winged horse that in mythology carried lightning bolts for the gods to use. So it was a sign of power and strength.
And students like McGarry and Shannon have come to embrace the mascot for what it is, not for what it was.
There's a lot of derivative terms that just started from something horrible, and if it can be flipped to something positive, then that's amazing.
This nickname, based on tradition and founded over the course of the school's long history, still stands. And MTSU doesn't look to stop using the nickname anytime soon. Reporting in Murfreesboro, J.R. Smith, Advanced Reporting Class.